this was astounding. It was so good. It's a student project. It goes well beyond the scope of what anybody ever expects from a student project. This is a very disciplined work of somebody that looks like they've had years of storytelling experience. The character designs, the animation were great. The world, the visual of the world were wonderful. And just story-wise, it just really works so well. It's just so hard, the tragedy of it. But we really get an idea of the world here. And it's a strange world with these, fantastical looking creatures that have machine guns. It's kind of evokes a sense of Lord of the Rings meets World War I or something like that. And a touch of that 1917 Sam Mendes movie too, maybe. Yeah, it's so sad when this lead character meets his fate here. But the message is strong. The message is very strong. It's very, very sad and hard to see, but the message is strong. Yeah, it's really, really good.
I thought this was really, really heartbreaking, and I really enjoyed this in that it was really well done and made me feel things. Um, the kind of build and the setup I thought was really, really beautiful, and clearly, like, he's doing whatever he can, he's fighting however he can to try to control himself, but also ultimately get back to this place, get back to these people, get back to his family, the people that are kind of inspiring him to go on and to continue. So I thought that this was really beautiful and just kind of showed the humanity, but also the brutal forces that work, and how war and conflict and hate can destroy something beautiful and tear apart not just someone's life, but the impact of that is more than just that one person. It's who they loved, who they were fighting for, things like that. And I think that they displayed that and were able to show that in a really beautiful way. And like I said, it was heartbreaking, and I think that in an intentional way. And I definitely, was feeling that. So I think that it did exactly kind of what it set out to do.
In this animated film, it gives you this sense of Game of Thrones, but it's done in such a way that it's different. It's futuristic, it's apocalyptic, yet it's ancient and has a more of a battle at hand. And we see this character enraged in the fact that he's fighting for a sense of revenge, in a sense, because he's lost his family and he's taking anyone out in his way. And it's sort of a bookend here, because we see this photo of him with his family at this, what I can only assume to be like a monument in their home. Beautifully, beautifully well done. I think the animation was intriguing and very elusive and kept my attention, and the pacing was done really well, enough to keep you on your toes and wondering what move are we going to make next here, and just these gut-wrenching moments that he has as he's having this internal battle as well as external. The feelings that he has with his family and his relationship, and the war at hand.
This animated film has a lot of context to it. It's a film that's really worth watching a couple of times just to really get all the nuances in it. The animation is astounding. It really is. It's dark, but it works with the story because it really sets the world of this film. It's an amazing film. Absolutely no dialogue, all visuals, and you really don't expect it when something's called No Man's Land for something so heinous to be killing people. And this guy, you could tell he really wants to get back to his wife and child. This was a film that was good, but the ending really is one that you do not expect. You always expect the main character to survive, and the fact that he didn't is something that will stick with me for a while.
I admire the drawing of the animation. It looks not as like any other like polished or solid animation that we could expect from the studio size, but this one looks pretty nice and casual to see, and it shows like imagination of the artist in this one too. And the story is capable of capturing or like captivating like attentions of the audiences. So it's pretty fun to see the characters are well developed, and it's kind of nice to see them like go on with this journey. So I admire this short